Okay, we are online. Hey, everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Andrea Wallace TV. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. The first ladies always supporting my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, tonight we got a really special guest, and we have been talking about this um, for a couple weeks ago that we're gonna have people here in the live stream. So I'm very, very thankful that oh, sorry, my bad. It was my cell phone. That he is here. Obviously, hey, the beautiful woman that they are here, Felicia and Jay. Thank you so much for always supporting Andrea Wallace TV. So yeah, you guys, I hope that you having a really good week, even though all the stuff that happening in the US. I know, I understand, and everything has been like shocking for everybody. But yeah, just keeping positive and put everything in God's hands as always. So thank you so much for the people that coming, they start to coming to the live stream, of course. And yeah, hello to Felicia. Hello to Jay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you a lot for being here, you guys. What's going on, family? Yeah, I know, right? So, you guys, so well, the topic for today or for tonight, of course, is has always interesting. And okay, the topic is what are the some of the difference between American women versus Colombian women and Colombian women. So yeah, we got our guests here, of course, and always appreciate it. Be super grateful for you guys. They always subscribing, comment, share, like the videos. So that means the whole world to me. So yeah, you guys, thank you a lot for always being here, and we're going to start right now. Hello to you.
Hello to you. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. How are you today? How are you tonight? Okay, let me get
Todo bien, ¿y tú?
I'm doing pretty good. Oh, sorry. Muy
oh,
bien.
okay. Now
Excelente.
you're speaking okay English. Okay, I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Great.
With having conversations with Dre and everything that has been dealing in the States. But yeah, just keep positive and put everything, like I said before, in God's hands, that is gonna be better in the future. That we hope so.
We hope. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, if you say so.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
definitely happy to be here though.
Yeah. Okay, Kiss and Green. Okay. First of all, tell us about yourself.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you, Andre, for having me. Shout out to Andre. So my channel, I started my channel July of last year. And
Yes.
so what my channel talks about is traveling, and I talk about men and women aspiring to be the best versions of themselves, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. And so, one of the things that like I look for, at least in my channel, is to have these open conversations, these direct conversations, and sometimes these conversations may become uncomfortable, but it's for everyone to get an understanding. And I also talk about men and women traveling, abroad, and to get that understanding when they do travel abroad. So
Oh,
I would say, long story short, is I want to bring everyone together.
oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Oh, okay, Kings. One of the questions that I got here before I start with the topic is why you choose Colombia as a place to live in the future.
Interesting. Interesting. So let me tell you.
Mhm.
So, me being of Jamaican descent, my plan was to actually retire in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So I actually went to Colombia with one of my very good friends. Shout out to the Flyboy Way. We went to the Carnival in Barranquilla, and I just fell in love with the country from there, the country of Colombia as a whole from there, right? Didn't know exactly where in Colombia I was gonna land, but like when I went to the carnival, I fell in love there. I went to Palenque, I went to Cartagena, and I just really liked it. And I heard so much feedback about Medellin, and I wanted to see how Medellin was. And
Yeah.
I visited Medellin, and I just never stopped going. So now I actually have an apartment there.
Okay. How long have you been here in Colombia?
About 3 years.
3 years. So you
Yeah,
back and forth, or you just
back and
stay
forth, back and
back and forth?
forth. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I'm back and forth. The only reason why I have not relocated, for anybody in the chat, the reason why I have not relocated is because I have a son who just turned 8 on Monday. So
Wow.
yeah, so once he becomes 18,
Yeah.
I will be relocating to Colombia permanently.
You la we said in Colombia, and with this, we made this gesture like, I know,
Oh yeah,
I'm
right.
leaving.
Yep, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. I love that
Yeah,
gesture. I love that gesture. Yep, right.
yeah, we
Out of
always do
here.
that.
Yes,
We always
absolutely.
do that. Okay, what another my personal question? Hearing your
Yeah, no
story,
worries.
why choose Medellin instead Cartagena to live?
Uh, good question.
Okay.
So for me, growing up in New York City, Colombia, well, Medellin is a metropolitan city. So New York City is a metropolitan city. So it kind of gives me that reminder of home.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
love the weather where it's comfortable all year round. And I do like I would like to have picked Cartagena. I was looking to. I'm sorry, not Cartagena. Barranquilla. Sorry, pardon me.
Yeah.
Not Cartagena. No, 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 Cartagena. I would have loved to have picked Barranquilla,
Yeah.
and I do like Barranquilla. It's just that the weather, it gets very hot and muggy. I when you take like a fresh shower, put on a nice outfit, you come outside, and
You
then
said
it's like yes, right, right, and it's like you have to turn right back around and then go in the shower. Like
yeah.
that is not friendly to me. So with Medellin, I do like the weather, and I just experienced Cali for the first time.
Hmm.
So Cali does not have that as much humidity as Barranquilla. So Cali, Cali's creeping up on my mind too. But right now, Medellin, I'm very
Medellin.
happy with that. So
Yeah.
I would say the weather in Medellin is the reason why I'm staying where I'm at in Medellin for right now.
Yeah, because one of the nicknames that Medellin has, even in a bar, have a big like a graffiti or something. They say that Medellin is like you say New York, and they call Medellin Meda York.
Mm,
Yeah, they call Medellin. Medellin is Meda York, and Bogota is more like Los Angeles. That what they said to me. The Bogota is more like Los Angeles, and Medellin is similar to New York. Yeah, I heard that
yes,
before.
yes. So just to add a little bit more context, so my apartment is in El Poblado. So it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it kind of reminds me of a little bit of like Manhattan, New York.
Yeah,
So like I get that Manhattan feel a little bit when I'm in El Poblado. So
yeah.
I like that, and due to the fact that I am from New York, kind of reminds me of home. It's just that everyone speaks Spanish there, but I love it.
Okay, we're going to the comments. People saying hello. Your money's here. What's up,
What's
Andrea
going
Kings and
on,
Green?
brother?
Well, another thing, Kevin say, bring the Colombian woman to the gentleman in U.S. and send the taxi women and men here in the U.S. to Colombia. Oh boy.
Wishful
Felicia's
thinking,
here.
Kevin. Ah, Felicia, my moderator. Thank you. I appreciate you for
Yeah.
being here.
Yes, sir. Randon is here. Good night. Good night to you. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Hello to you. Hello, everybody started coming to the channel. Charles say, what's wrong with Cartagena?
Oh, do we have time?
No, no, no. Well, you explain yourself. You are my guest, so yeah,
Yes, yes,
explain why.
yes, yes. That pardon me, that was sarcasm. Um, Charles, shout out to you, brother. So for me, with Cartagena is more or less the weather. You have what we call passport pookies. I
Mm-hmm.
actually spoke about this on my channel yesterday,
Yeah.
where we have a lot of men. We call these men beta men. I'm trying to figure out how I can say this in Spanish. Um, no machismo, no
No
feminine.
machistas.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no feminine kind of qualities in men.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right. So yeah, they have been going to Cartagena, and I do not want to be a part of that. And shout out
Yeah.
to Dre because he'll say send them to Medellin. He doesn't want them in Cali. I don't want them in Medellin either. So we're gonna send them to Cartagena. That's what we're gonna do. Put them in one location. Go to Cartagena. Thank you. That's no Medellin either.
Oh, that's a really good answer, Kings. So yeah. Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
I'm gonna start right now with my first question.
Okay.
So yeah, then okay. So the number one is what is the different in behavior or attitude that you seen when it comes to American and Colombian women?
Okay, so I would say for my experience, what I have experienced is that so for those who don't know, I am in a relationship with a Colombian woman, Paisa Medellin,
Yeah.
and so she and I've been in a relationship for about 3 years, and what I have experienced is that she gives me peace. She gives me peace. We are able to communicate and not challenge each other aggressively.
Yeah.
We may have debates. Obviously, we have different beliefs and things of that sort, but it's not combative where it's like two bulls going at each other. it's
Yeah.
it's it's understanding. It's that listening, and she gives me that inspiration. And interestingly enough, when I first met her, um, we actually went out for a drink, and she actually bought me the drinks.
Okay.
And and in the United States, and again, I'm not saying all women from the United States. So any ladies from the United States, I'm not saying all. However, there is a divide, and so in the United States, you you go out with a woman, you had better be paying. I mean, you had better be paying. At least a
Yeah.
quality woman, at least a quality woman in the States. And I have no problem paying at all. But
Hmm.
it was the fact that she knew that I had more, but she was willing to show her interest.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. And I'm agree with you when the last part that you said, if I have more, to us is that means sense because yeah, if we can go out as a Colombian woman with a millionaire, let's say, let's put it like that,
Mhm.
and there's nothing wrong if I would say, you know what, let me tonight pay the dinner. There's nothing wrong. You're not gonna be broke. Nothing's gonna happen, and it's just a cute detail, right? Because
Right.
that means that yeah, I can spoil you to you. What's the problem with that? Even though that the guys are the provider, but it's really good move in how I see it. It's really good detail to do it. At least, I mean, once, twice, or how many times that you want. So it's not a big problem compared to what I heard in the state that some women, because we're not gonna say all women, but some women they just refuse to pay.
Right. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, and I know that there are some gentlemen here from the states. Chapapa TV, Buenas noches. Yeah, he would, he would be able to tell you. Jerron, I think Charles Jones. We're all from the United States, and I'm sure that they will tell you that they've been on some dates. They've been on some dates. You better have your wallet ready.
Yeah, yeah, it was so true. And the party is with when I go out with Ray sometimes, and we have a
Mhm.
drink, or we have a lunch or whatever. He asked me how much it was. I was like 20 in dollars, right? $20 or $30. So
Mhm.
it was like wow, because in the States he always say in the States we spend like 100, 200, or 500, depends how much people, depends the
Right.
food. And I was like, that is a lot of money. That
Absolutely.
is too much money.
Yes. I'm glad that you brought up Dre. So Dre and I went out to eat one day. Well, actually, no, the first day that I arrived,
Mm-hmm.
and the food was very good, very nice. Very nice restaurant. I believe it was a Mexican restaurant. Dre, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Mexican, and the meal came out to about 40 US dollars, and I was pleasantly surprised. I said, "Okay, all right, I could do that." I
Well,
could do
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, that is one of the difference. And I'm glad that you are here, Kings, because not just Dre opinion, you got the same opinion when it comes to the difference between Colombia and American women. And I know there are more guys here that probably think the same when it comes to the difference between Colombia and American women. But yeah, that's true. Okay, we got here Timothy. Thank you so much for being here from Alabama.
What's going on, brother? Oh,
We got
whoa,
Big Boss.
big boss, real talk. What's up, brother? What's going on, man? What's
Yeah.
going on? Big boss, real talk. Yes.
Shout out to Kiss and Dream on being the first male guest on Andres channel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I
The
know that you
first,
guys are
the
like,
first and the
yeah.
best.
I know you guys
Yes,
like,
I'm
but I want to
calling it out
say
right
this.
now. I'm putting the stamp on it right now. The first and the best. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes, sir. Your mom said, I had one woman ordering the most expensive stuff on the menu. And I said, okay, I got up like I was going to the bathroom and I heard right out the door.
Oh, the savage. Okay,
Damn. I'm sorry.
savage.
My bad.
Oh
Oh
man.
boy.
Jermon, yeah, yeah, you gonna have to interview either with Andre or myself because I need to hear more of that story. Like you could like I need to hear some more context. I really do. I really need to hear some more context of that one. Very
But
interesting.
yeah, but you know that I say this, Kins, and what well, this I say this.
Mm-hmm.
You give me your opinion about this.
All right.
When a woman, for example, here in Colombia, when you dated with a girl that she's not in the middle class, let me, she's from the hood, or she doesn't have, uh, she's not financial to go to a nice restaurant to have drinks, to have a good meal, a dessert. And when she dated with a guy, they order the most expensive food. They order the most expensive plate, things that she never tries in her entire life. And they order dessert, drinks, and everything because this is the one time that I'm gonna enjoy this meal. I see that. I see that.
I do. So I do see that, and I do get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And usually that is what happens most of the time. I will
Mm-hmm.
say that there is some outliers, like for an example, so the woman that I'm with, like she, like, growing up, she didn't live in the best neighborhood, but she was raised to have manners and be humble. There
Mm-hmm.
are some ladies. Shout out to Chapapa TV. He mentioned a story on my channel yesterday where he was in the Dominican Republic and he went out on a date with a woman.
Yeah.
And in the midst of him picking up that woman, she ended up having him pick up two of her friends and wanted to go to one of the best restaurants in the Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
right? So in the United States, we call that an SHIT test. I don't want to swear on your channel, but I
Mm-hmm.
think you understand what the
Mm-hmm.
acronym is, right?
Yeah.
So what he did was he turned it around on them and he brought them to a restaurant, kind of like a cafeteria ish,
Yeah.
where, like, it wasn't a fancy restaurant, but they could get food, they could eat,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so I do agree with your statement where there are some ladies that will say, I may not have come from the best neighborhood, and I see a guy, I see somebody from the United States and say, okay, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go to the top of the top of the restaurants and try to take advantage. Order,
Yeah.
order the crab, order the
The
lobster,
laughter.
like order the biggest steak, and it's like, hold up, like, baby, you only 110 pounds. Like, what are you trying to order this big tomahawk steak for? Yeah, like I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I see your standpoint as well. And shout
Yeah.
out to Chapapa TV. Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're going to some comments here, some questions here. Ramsey, what can you say about the age difference? Is a 10, 15, 20, or 25-year age difference acceptable in Colombia? If you ask me, Colombian woman, yes, obviously. Yeah, obviously, there's no any problem. To respond to you, and I said this before, Colombian men, um, and not just Colombian men. I think this is something that I said before, that guys take more time to grew up, of course.
Hmm.
A woman, as a Colombian woman, you grew up like really young, like the age of 20. You know what you want in life. You are prepared for, at the age of 25. You are prepared for life, for her kids, for getting married. So yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's acceptable. Yes, of course. There's not any problem with that.
Right. Yeah, and I would have to completely agree with you. I would say that in in the westernized culture, so like
Mm-hmm.
North America, it is frowned upon if there is like a 15, 20 year, 25 or more age gap. But I
Yeah,
would say, but I would say I push back on that because it takes time for men to become who they are, right? so for
yeah.
me so for me, I'm 37 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, 10 years ago 10 years ago, my relationship with my lady now would not have worked,
Yeah.
because I would not have had the mental
Mm-hmm.
capacity
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have a relationship with somebody who's in another country. You have to be mature, you have to be communicative, you have
Exactly.
to be able to travel, you have to, be able to come there. And I didn't have the resources that I have now that I
Yeah.
had back then. So as men, I would say that you have to become, and
Yeah.
that's okay. So, like, men, okay, men and women are on different time clocks, if you will. So typically, men, I would recommend men not getting into anything serious until they are about around like the 30, about like 33, 34 age range. Before then, build yourself up, build your resources, get your financials, get your health in order,
Yeah.
and make sure that you're taking care of you.
Yeah.
And when you build yourself up, then you are mature enough. And not only that, when you build yourself up, you have that ability to be able to also exercise your options as well. So if you want that
Yes, sir.
beautiful woman that you saw when you were 22, 23 years old, when you're 34, 35 years old, and you have all of the resources and everything, you can still have that woman. Not that same woman, but you can still have a woman of that caliber. Oh, Charles, it's not gonna
Yes, sir.
happen, bro. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Shout
one
out
of
to
the
you
things
though,
that
bro. Yep.
that is a benefit for you guys is you guys have the time. Like you
Right.
say, in the same thing I said to my baby brother, he's 23, and I say, dude, got married when you are 30, 35. You're not rushing. But our
Hmm.
women, we constantly, at least in the Latin culture, we our family is like, okay, you 30, what's going on? Where are your
Right.
kids? You don't have any boyfriend, you're gonna be the
Right.
cat lady.
Right.
Yeah, all the
Right.
time.
Right. Right. And honestly, I think that it's better. I think that it's better when there is that gap. And me being a man who is RP aware, for guys who don't know, red pill aware, like I know that women do mature quicker than men. So if if you're a guy who is 35 years old, there's nothing wrong with getting a woman that is 25 or 22. There's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, go to the. You guys are so funny. You're right about that. And seafood is expensive in the state. She
Oh
orders
man.
a lot of food so she can take some home in doggy
In a
bag to
doggy
her
bag. In
kids.
a doggy
Yeah.
bag. Yeah, yeah, to her
Yes,
kids.
sir.
Yeah. So yeah. So doggy bag is just like like takeout. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, my mom is here for the first time. She said good night to everybody. That's good.
¿Es tu
That's
madre?
cute. Yeah, yeah, that's my
Oh,
mom.
wow. Oh, buenas noches. Okay. Yes.
She's probably gonna tell me that tomorrow when I see her. Like, oh, you're a friend. Say buenas noches to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buenas noches. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What's up, homie? Thank you so much for being here. We got Jose. What's good, my beautiful people? Thank you so much to being here. He said that to you. Shout out, Kings.
Ah,
See you, parce.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Charles, a very interesting perspective on an age difference, but good to know that in Latin culture, in general, is general accepted. Yeah, there's no any issue with that. Okay, back to the topic. I'm going with my number two. Okay, my
Okay.
number two is there any difference in how they see a man giving them money?
So what now? So what do you mean by like giving money? Like, do you mean like paying like bills? Is that what you're referring to? I just kind of want to understand from your standpoint.
Yeah, like we know that some guys or people got the mindset that Colombian women is just all money, all Latin women just all money and money that's gonna be figured out everything, but not. We all women we want a woman, my bad, a man that is gonna be the provider. So,
Right.
is there any difference how you support your woman compared to obviously here in Colombia or the states?
Great question. So I would say this. So I'm gonna answer you, and then also I want to speak to the men who are watching and the men who may be watching in the future. So men, if you want a quality woman, you're going to have money. No matter what, you're going to have money. You know, we are we are the protectors, we are the providers. That's not to say that the woman can't have her own money, but men, we know that if if there was a cosmic shift in the world, we are relied upon to protect and provide no matter what it is, no matter what cosmic shift that is. So I will say that the difference that I have seen in the United States is that the woman want to be a provider as well, and there lies where there is that challenge of saying that we are equal, and I don't believe that men and women are equal, and that's okay. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that I do believe in hypergamy. I believe that I believe that the woman is strong in her own right, but the man has to be at the helm. And in the United States, there is that challenge where it's like trying to
Like a
you know,
competition.
exactly like a competition,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I would say for myself and my personal experience, in Colombia, my lady, like she knows that I am the leader, and she follows me, and but I've given her reason to trust and follow me
Mm-hmm.
because I provide, not not only just on the financial but also
Mm-hmm.
in leadership.
Yes, sir. Of course. And obviously, one of the things that uh, is, well, in my case, and I see in your case with your lady, is the knowledge and the experience that you have because you are the older one, right? Am I
Mhm.
correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So yeah, all those things she will learn, like the finances move, the experience in life. You as a dad, you got more experience, of course, in life. So that's one of the things that I appreciate when I see age different relationships, that you, that not just, are you in love and everything. No, just learn too, because you got an older person, learn for that person too. That's one of my important things when it comes to dating with an older person.
Right. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Love, like, just to be transparent here, like
Mhm.
love is a beautiful thing, but love isn't everything.
Exactly.
As men, and I say this on my channel as well, like
Mhm.
you have to be the provider, you have to be the leader, and yes, you can, like, you can have $1 million in your wallet, but if you don't have the mindset to lead, she's not going to follow you.
Yeah.
So the money has to match the mind.
Yes, sir. That's so true. Okay, we got here some question. Charles say has men. We know that our resources are judged, and my bad to pronounce
Scrutinize.
this. Exactly. Thank you,
No
Emily.
worries, no
Which
worries.
is
I got you.
weird. You got my back.
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
do.
Which is weird because you have this independent woman out of the pocket watching.
Yeah. Okay, so he said a woman out here, so out here. That's what he meant. That's kind of like slang, like out here, pocket
Okay.
watching. Basically, what he's saying is that so the women want to be independent, in the United States, but they're watching the men's pockets. So how can you truly want to be independent when you're still relying on us? That yeah. So that's what he's getting at.
Okay. Yeah,
I
yeah, I
completely
see
agree,
that.
brother.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong to be an independent woman. There's nothing wrong with that. But everything has a limit. And because I see them here, particular, I got a couple friends that they are independent, that they do whatever they want to do and everything, and men can't tell me anything, and that's why they feel like now we in our age, because we are in the same age. I'm 27, the rest of them is 20, 28, 30. So now they say, okay, you marry, everybody's getting married. She's having a baby. I'm single. What's going on with me? Nobody takes me seriously. I got
Hmm.
too much degrees and everything, but I'm a lone person. It is
Mm.
that mindset that I'm independent woman. I can do whatever I want. But baby, when it comes to have a relationship, you can't do whatever you want. You can pretend to be a Liberian or sorry, my bad to my
Oh,
pronunciation.
LeBron, LeBron.
Yeah,
Hmm.
como una mujer liberal. No, no,
Ah.
because you yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you have a person next to you. Now you guys are just one person, especially when you live together or you are about to get married. So you can, it's like me pretending that I'm single and or I can go whatever I want and not telling Dre or take decisions by myself and not count with Dre's opinion. That's one of the things that I would say. Mm-mm. Will you
Right,
marry? That's never gonna work.
right. I completely agree. I think now I think that two heads are better than one, and I know I know that there's probably some MGTOW brothers here. The acronym stands for men going on their own. Basically, that means men who don't want to get married, or you have SYS YBM, which is Save Yourself Black Man.
Yeah,
I do believe in that a little bit. Like if marriage doesn't work out for marriage is not going to work out for a lot of people. But I do
yeah,
believe in the sanctity of marriage because I believe that two heads are better than one. I do
exactly.
believe that, and that's a great point that you mentioned, right? Where you say like, you can't just say, oh, like I'm gonna go somewhere for like 10, 12 hours and not say anything to my husband,
Exactly. Exactly.
and Andre won't go anywhere from 10 to 12 hours and not say anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I won't allow him to do that. I talk to Andre almost every day. I'm gonna say, you don't want any problems with Andre, so don't do that. So don't do
Yeah,
that, brother.
that's true.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, back with the some question that we have here. Ransom say, how do children of Colombianas typically react to the new American stepdads? Are they cool with it, or are they all how do you say all the oripel issues?
Uh, I I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Odipal means, but maybe, but I think the overall question is that like do they take like a liking to their stepdad? So I would say this. So for me, one of the ladies that I was dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
she did have a son, and what I would recommend here is that men, if you're going to deal with women who have children, just
Yeah,
make sure that you take more time in vetting them, because the child that is not yours, it it is it is a thankless job, rather. Sorry, it is a thankless job being a stepdad. So
yeah.
uh, but to answer your question directly, they they don't mind, because at least for me, I didn't run into that issue where her son took a liking to me immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I spent time with him and I was a provider. He had another male around.
Yeah,
But again, shout out to you, Ransom. I would say that the preference should be to not be in a relationship and or marriage with a woman who does have a child, or if she does have a child, maybe make sure that her child is older, being close to being an adult, because that small child, let's just say if you guys break up, you're spending time, you're allocating your
yeah,
resources, and if you break up, you can't get that back.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I would say that it just take time. It just take time to you dating with a woman that got kids. Just take time and be patient because kids
Mhm.
are kids. They are spoiled. Uh, they're not in the great mood because you're trying to be like my dad, and so it just take time and
Right.
patience to deal with. Okay, another question that we have for him. He said, for Colombian women, single moms, are the baby daddies usually still in the future in the sorry my bad, in
No,
the
no
picture.
worries. No
I
worries.
was
You
gonna say the future. Or have they deserted? I okay, respond to this from I see most of the cases they're still in the picture in in this culture in Colombia. I see that more often, that I see Colombian women, not all but some, dating with Americans or dating with a foreigner, and they still have baby daddy in the picture. He's behind, but they're still together. What I see, and I say not all Colombian women, because some Colombian women they have the kids and everything working and have a relationship with a foreigner, and that's fine. But I see other Colombian women that they'll still have a relationship, or they'll still have that connection with the baby daddy, and dating with a foreigner just for the money.
Mm. Interesting that you mentioned that. So, kind of going back to what I said previously, men, I just don't think that it is conducive to be in a relationship with a woman that does have children. I'm not saying that don't I'm not saying completely close it off, but what Andre had said, so if you are a man that's in a relationship with a woman and you're providing and you're, allocating your resources, and she's still being connected to her
It's
baby dad,
if we connect.
like, yeah, you still, yes. I'm trying to preface my comments. I know how the YouTube algorithm works. So,
Mm-hmm.
being connected to her baby dad, that right
Mm-hmm.
there is a problem. So you're allocating the resources, and the baby dad is benefiting off of your resources. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Exactly. You doing all the grocery shopping, and then he's
Hmm.
gonna come and got all the grocery shopping or eating your house, or not your house, but the stuff
Yeah,
that you
yep,
did for the family.
right,
Yeah, I see
right.
that.
You doing all the shopping, and he's doing all the eating. Let that
Yeah.
marinate. Let that marinate. Come on, guys. You
Mhm.
know what I'm getting at.
Men going on their own way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So shout out to you, Charles. He was explaining what the acronym MGTOW meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, save yourself, black man.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
That was so funny, you guys. Okay, number three. Back to the topic. Number three. Okay, Kings, give me three challenge that you have noticed when it comes to dating a Colombian woman.
Mm. Um. I would say sarcasm. Understanding my sarcasm.
Yeah.
Um. Not necessarily a challenge, but being more patient. So me being from New York and then of Jamaican descent,
Mm-hmm.
um like I'm I'm used to things being fast. Perfect example. So actually, when the week before last, Andre had dropped me off at the airport, and I was going to fly to Medellin. On the way
Yeah.
to the airport, they sent me a message saying that they switched my flight, so I had to sit in the airport 5 hours, and then the plane ended up coming late. And I'm talking to the people, um, at the airline,
Yeah.
and I started to get an attitude, and I started to get very
Mm-hmm.
impatient. And at
Mm-hmm.
that time, I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and she's telling me, like, I need to calm down and relax, don't cause a scene. And I realized that I was almost about to cause a scene. Like, so I would say, I don't know if that's a challenge, if you will, but but it was a learning opportunity because like I had to have patience. So in New York City, where I grew up, like if you kind of cause a commotion, people will do things for you if you
Mm-hmm.
do that. But in Colombia, if you do that, you just look like an a-hole, like an idiot, you know? Right. So yeah.
Yeah, we're like, okay.
Yeah, yes, and that's exactly what the guy did, and I wanted to grab him and shake him like, don't do that, but so because I was hot, I was tired because I had just came back from the tour with D, and then I linked up with Andre, and
Yeah.
so on the way to the airport, they tell me, "Oh yeah, your plane's gonna be 5 hours late, so you're gonna be sitting in the airport." So I'm like, "Okay, so I'm miserable. I'm gonna be miserable for 5 more hours. Thank you." Right?
I know
Yeah.
that you guys got the
Yeah.
mindset of that appreciation,
Right.
time and everything. And it's the same thing that I tell Dre, because still he still be get used to it, to be patient. We said,
Hmm.
babe, you can make any berrinche. You know what is berrinche mean? With the kids crying and no
Yeah.
tears,
Yeah.
but they crying noisy.
Entiendo. Sí. Yeah.
So I said, you can do any berrinche, but they're not gonna figure out the problem.
Right.
We're like, okay,
Right.
be
Right.
patient.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So my first thing. So my first thing is again, my sarcasm, and the second thing is patience. And I would say my third thing would be love. So how how my lady loves me. I'm only speaking for myself here, guys. There's a
Hmm.
whole different type of situation, but how my lady loves me
Hmm.
is that she gives me she gives me words of encouragement where I haven't been used to actually being called or being messaged like 3 or 4 times a day,
Yeah.
and it's pleasant to have that. It's pleasant to have that encouragement.
Yes, sir. That's so true. Okay. We're going to some comments right here. The only way, Charles, the only way that I would date an untouched mother is that she has my children. Otherwise, I'm not doing it.
Understand? I and
Yeah.
and shout out to you, Charles. Again, I recommend against it, but what I would say is that there are some good women that may have a child or two, but I would say for those ladies, you're just to be transparent, you're going to have to do twice the work as opposed to a woman like Andre who does not have kids. You're gonna have to do twice the work that Andrea does in order to
Exactly.
have that man of value that you want. That's just to be transparent.
Yeah. Steve say, "Kiss and dreams." I'm from Brooklyn, and I also can relate. A1C is fast a pay city, a space city, and we do everything fast. I'm surprised that you didn't speak fast.
What? Shout out to you, Steve. So, Andrea's family. So, I don't want to speak fast, and I don't want to speak fast. And she's like, what are you saying? Okay, this meeting is over. This live is over. Bye.
I
No, no, no.
seriously.
So I'm patient, brother. But yes, I can pick up the pace. I can pick up the pace. But we have a great rhythm going here, man. And shout out to you, Steve. And yes, let's go Jets. 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 Let's go, baby.
Okay, guys. Okay, back to the topic. The number four is
Hmm.
it's kind of similar, but okay. Give me three challenge that you have noticed when it comes to dating American women.
I'm sorry. Can you reiterate that one more time?
Okay, give me three challenge that you have noticed when it comes to dating American women.
Ah, okay. Very, very good question. I would say the challenge would be is combative.
Mm-hmm.
Like for an example, where like if I come home from work,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be I don't want to debate whether we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
politics or whatever it is. Like I don't want to debate. Like I want
Mm-hmm.
to come home, to peace. If I'm
Yes, sir.
working, if I'm working, 10, 12, 14 hours a day, I come home, like I just, I just want a nice bath, nice meal. Hey babe, how's your day? How was your day? How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to, I don't want it to be like, oh well, you forgot to throw out the garbage or whatever. It's like, what? It's like, oh, I forgot to throw out the garbage, but I pay the bills here. Like, okay, so what if I forgot? You got a roof over your head. Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, so I would just say for that, just the combativeness, um, and then also the need to be right.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So the need to be right, where like she always has to have the last word.
Yeah.
That is one of my, yeah. That's one of my bye byes. Me. I'm in a position in life
Yeah.
where like I'm in a position of life where like, and this is not to sound arrogant, but this is confident, where
Mm-hmm.
like I know that I'm a top 10 going on 5% man, almost, and within the next 2 years I'm going to be a 1% man.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I know that there's more women in the world than men, and I say this on my channel. There are more of you than there are of me. So if you're gonna sit here and try to think that you're gonna be right all the time, well, you know what? You're right out the door.
I'm
So
out.
that's that. you know. And so that's my second thing. So I would say the third thing would be is, hmm, what would the third thing be? I would say the third thing would be is being being too masculine, where in any relationship, regardless of your gender. Shout out to the alphabet community. That's not what I aspire to. But like
Yeah.
there's always going to be one feminine and one dominant. So
Yeah.
where it's like you can't, like, in any company there's no co-CEOs. There's a CEO, there's a COO, CFO, president, vice president, what have you. Like there's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy. So if I'm the CEO, don't try to be co-CEO. It won't work.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my three things.
Yeah. That's really good. And I'm really surprised and glad they put it like that because, for example, you remember when you mentioned the trash example, because
Mhm.
sometimes, for example, here you need to take out the trash really early in the morning, right?
Yep.
And in the past days, Andrew was super tired that he forgot. And
Hmm.
I mean, that was okay. I set the alarm and he was super tired. So I was like, this, you know what? It happened like twice since we have been married. You know what? I won't wake up Andre because he's tired. So I took the trash and it was raining. The worst part, it was raining. I took the trash
Oh
outside the house.
no.
But I was, and Andre said, "Oh, but the trash is say, babe, I already took the trash out. Oh, thank you, baby. But it's just little things. I mean,
Right.
it's like you got my back. I mean, it's just little things that it doesn't mean a big issue, a big problem in the relationship. But yeah,
Right.
that's so true. I mentioned this before that some women they always wants to be right, that I have the last word. That's not true. That's
Right.
not true. And I received that question.
Right.
I receive
Right.
that question and
Right.
say, I always, for example, when it comes to me any decision in my house, in everything that we have in the house, I always count with Andrew's opinion. What do you think about this? Should we buy this or something like that? Because I'm not live alone. I live with a man. So for me, it's important to hear his opinion. So those little things. But some women, and I hear women here that I have the last word. No, no, that's not true. Maybe in your house works like that, but in my house works different. But yeah, that's so true. That's it. Thank you for put those three challenge um in order to
Right.
understand your opinion. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, shout out to the late great Kevin Samuels. One of the things that he would talk about is called sign language, and the sign language stands for shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. And and the modern women in the United States, and I'm not going to say all, because shout out to Felicia Jordan. Felicia Jordan is a very, feminine woman, my moderator. I love you, Felicia Jordan. But there are some modern women that practice the sign language,
Yeah.
shaming tactic, guilting, insults.
Yeah.
Um, and the need to be right. And it's just like, why do all that? Why do you need to have the last word? Is
Exactly.
it that important? Is it that important that you need to have the last word to where your bed isn't warm at night?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm so I came to cook tonight. I'm just saying. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true. And thank you for putting it that way. Okay. Number five. And this is a long one. So okay. So it said like this: if you could marry a good American woman now, or a good Colombian woman now, knowing that you have to wait around a year to get her visa approved, if you want to her to come to the States, which one you will be with and why?
Okay, so if I were to marry a good American
Uh
woman
huh.
or wait 1 year for the Colombian woman to get her visa, is that the
Yeah.
question?
Yeah. To
Okay.
get her visa approved.
Right now, I would wait for the Colombian woman to get her visa.
You wait for the embassy.
I wait for the embassy. I wait for the embassy. I will say I'm blessed to have a good one, and she is fine. Like she is fine. So for those of you guys, I think Charles, I might have sent you a picture. Couple of you guys like who know me offline, like who have seen a picture, like they know, like oh they like whoo, oh yeah, James, she's fine. But the thing is, she's fine and she's humble.
Mm-hmm.
She's fine and she's humble. Like I can tell her, like I can tell her no, and there won't be any pushback, and that's that. Like if I say, you know what, we're not doing this. My word is final. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, we're not lying to argument or stuff like that. Like
My
for
bad,
what?
Charles. It was victory. I'll send it to you though. I'll send it to you though. I'll send it to you, Charles.
Yeah, I never seen a picture of her.
Uh, well, Drake
Oh,
can vouch. Drake can vouch. Drake can vouch. He knows.
oh, okay. He
Yeah,
hasn't shown
I
me any
mean,
photo.
why? I mean, okay, like it's May, right? It's May, and what? I'm gonna be there next week,
Mm-hmm.
and this gonna be the fourth time, and it's only
Okay.
June, so you okay? Put put two and two
June
together,
comes
guys.
with
Put two and
June
two
comes.
together, guys.
I think with two holiday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see the calendar right now because Colombia always got Um, let me see, really
Wait,
quick.
who's love can't
Holidays.
wait?
We got we got two holidays in June, the 20 and the 27. 2 weekends with holidays.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no. I'm gonna be in Cali next week, Friday,
I
though.
know. Yeah, yeah, I
Oh,
know. But just
okay.
saying to
Ah,
you guys know.
You were updating everybody. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
yeah. So don't be surprised. This holiday, yeah, it's holiday. This weekend that's coming is holiday too.
Oh man. Oh man. Shout out to everybody that's traveling, man. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. I love can't. Who is that?
Ah, this is your girlfriend. I just look at your girlfriend right now. I don't know who it is. You put it that coming over. Yeah, she's really cute. Wow.
Andre sent you the picture.
Yeah. She no, no. She looks like a paisa. She is
Oh
from
yeah.
Medellin, Medellin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she
Pisa,
looks
yeah.
like
Pisa,
paisa.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 100%. She looks paisa. I
So,
can't
so,
even
so how does
hear her
someone look like a
voice.
Pisa? So I'm curious.
Because Paisa woman is funny because people that come here, you can tell, oh, she is from Cali or she's from Medellin. And most of the people that say this is because the hair is long, is sometimes is dark like mine, or is blonde with highlights here.
Highlights, yeah.
Yeah, the nose too is very how do you
Straight.
say, yeah, it's straight, the eyebrows, you can tell. Maybe because the weather, because Paisa women are more, they don't have too much tan. When I live there, I see that a lot. They don't have like too much tan. Between caleñas, because the weather that we have here always, well, no, not right now, it's not too sunny, but we got that tan in our arms and everything. So people
Yeah.
say that a lot. So when I go to Medellin or I used to live in Medellin, yeah, they have like a pattern. They're really cute because, like I said before, Paisa women, they're really cute women. They're really beautiful women. Yeah,
I got
yeah,
proof, gentlemen. See, she said that she
yeah.
was cute. Yeah, but I thought that that's interesting that you say that because with those features, I would not have noticed
Hmm.
the difference
Yeah,
because if I didn't know you and know Andre, like if I saw you walking down the street, I might have assumed that you were Pisa. But now that you kind of broke it down as to as far as like the features,
yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah,
and it's Galenia.
yeah, yeah. Because it's funny because, for example, when I've been in Bogota, people ask me, "Or are you from Medellin or are you from Cali?" I say from Cali. They say, yeah, I
Ah,
can tell the difference because obviously Paisa and Caleña, they're more like, they got more curves, you know? They got more curves, they got more like makeup on and everything.
hmm,
So, yeah, like, I don't know, more feminine could be the word. But yeah,
yeah, gotcha.
that's so
Okay,
true.
okay.
I thought that that is the weekend where the Colombia election, we got elections this weekend, this Sunday, May 29. We got elections day in Colombia, the first round. Yeah, to answer to you guys. Okay, back to the last one. King, back to the topic.
Hmm.
And the last one is any closing advice. Well, sorry, any closing advice to men looking to date women in the U.S. or Colombia?
And any closing advice to people that are looking to date in the United States and Colombia? Is that correct?
Yeah, I think I
Oh,
got a
okay,
mistake.
gotcha. Okay, no worries. um, I would say, I would say, I would say, let me go Colombia first. So if
Mm-hmm.
men, if you're going to date a Colombian woman, just make sure that you are patient or try to be patient and try to be a good listener and but remain in your frame. She will respect you for being in your frame. And if she is not looking out for you in no type of way, then you need to get rid of her because a good woman is going to look out for you. She's going to make sure that that your health is on point. She's gonna make sure that you're not spending too much money. She's gonna make sure that you're that you're eating well. She's gonna care about your well being, and then
Yeah.
also try to learn the language, or at least try to learn some words. Try to learn some words. Just try to be communicative, because likely her family may not be able to speak English. So just try to learn that words and just try to put that effort in. If she's putting in that effort to you, you got to put that effort right back into her. For the United States, man, the relationships is like about flatline. Beep. But I would say this. I would say that men, like, if you are able to find a diamond in the rough in the United States, definitely make sure that you hold on to that diamond, because it is slim pickings out here, very slim pickings. And just make sure that, again, you are in your square. You're taking care of your responsibilities. And I would say that I would say that if you are an average earner in the United States, and if you're not comfortable being an average earner, then aspire for more. If you are an average earner and you are comfortable being an average earner, and shout out to all my average earners, but it is going to be a challenge. And I will say that having money does leapfrog you, but you have to have the leadership along with the money. You have to
Yeah.
have the wallet and the mind, not just the wallet. Because if you have the wallet, you're just going to be a beta male simp, and you just going to have the blue pill. So you want to have the money and the mindset in order to lead. Because if you're not able to lead, she's not going to follow you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm going back to the some comments that we have here. The last
Oh,
comments:
word.
American woman, materialistic, entitled, and self. Oh my God.
Most, not all, though. Not all,
Hmm.
not all, but yes,
Hmm.
most, not
Yeah.
all.
No, no, in general, but yeah, the guy experience.
Right.
Yeah. My grandma is here. Hello, my dear granddaughter.
Abuela, abuela, abuela.
Yeah,
Buenas
that's
noches.
my abuela. She's in Medellin right now.
Ah, salud,
Yeah,
salud, 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 salud,
yeah,
salud.
she's in Medellin right now. Uh,
Yo, vi,
okay.
oh, sorry, go ahead. I was
No,
gonna
no,
say something to your grandma.
no, no, no,
Yo,
say it.
vi, okay. Buenas noches. Yo viva El Poblado.
Ah, él vive en el poblado Medellín. Yeah, my grandma is.
Sí.
I don't know what part of my grandma is in Medellin. I think it's kind of central or something, but yeah, she's in Medellin.
Oh, she's by El
Um,
Centro.
yeah, she's staying
Oh,
central or
it,
someplace close to central. Yeah.
it gets a little rough down there at night.
Yeah, but they stay when my grandma stay with my auntie in a safe area. So I
Ah,
don't know
okay.
what barrio. No,
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
what barrio, but close to Centro. Yeah, I know Centro is super
Okay.
noisy and everything. Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah, you guys. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for our guest, Kings and Dreams. Do not forget to subscribe, support her. Obviously, comment beautiful things like in this channel too. I appreciate your time. First of all, your time to be here to spend with Andrea Wallace TV. Finally, we made this interview. Finally, after so long. So yeah,
Yes,
thank you so much,
absolutely.
Kings. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. And I think that this was great. And I would love to be back. And
Oh yeah.
I will be seeing you guys next weekend. I'm
Yeah, that's gonna
going
happen.
back to Cali, Cali. Hey.
Yeah, because it's funny. You coming with your girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I told Ray, oh, there's so much fun we're gonna have, four of us talking and everything, and yeah,
Hmm.
it's gonna be funny. It's gonna
Yes,
be cool.
absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. She's yeah, she's excited to meet you. She's excited to meet
Okay.
you. So yeah. Interesting enough, before we drop, so she thought that you were Paisa, and I told her I wasn't sure.
No, I live in Medellin. Yes, I live in
Okay.
Medellin for 1 year before met Ray, and then I moved to Cali, and then I met Ray.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so shout out to my brother Dre. So, so I'm gonna be in Cali and Medellin probably for the remainder of the year. Just fly back and forth. It's all good. That's what we doing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you so
All right.
much, you guys. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe to Kiss Dream channel. I was a good
Absolutely.
friend, his family here too. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys. And you guys see with Ray tomorrow in Love Crossing Borders, and then with us on Sunday in Love Crossing Borders too. Thank you so much, you guys,
Absolutely.
and have a good night.
All right. Stay purposely purposeful. Good night, everybody.